Find the antiderivative of the following. All right, so the antiderivative, so capital F, of x is equal to, so this would be 2, and then the derivative, or the antiderivative of cos 4x would be sine 4x over 4. It's like that k value, like from the last page there. So I'll say over 4. Okay, and then plus 3, so this would now be plus 3x, and then plus c. And then I'll just clean this up. This 2 over 4 we'll call 1/2. So 1/2 sine 4x plus 3x plus c. Okay. All right, looking at B. So very first thing I'll do is just rewrite these with negative exponents. So we've got f of x is equal to 2x to the negative 3 minus 6x to the negative 2, and then plus 3x to the negative 1. Okay, so now the antiderivative would be, so following our simple rule there, right, that we're going to add 1 and then multiply by the reciprocal. So we got 2x, this now becomes minus 2, and then we have to multiply by negative 1 over 2, so 1 over 2, sorry, like that. Okay, so that's going to be 1 there in a minute. And then minus 6x to the negative 1, and then over negative 1. So that's going to become plus in a minute. All right, so now on this one, we just got to be careful because our rule kind of breaks down. Because if we stick to our rule of just adding 1 for our exponent, now we're going to have x to the 0. So that's not going to work out because that's not the antiderivative. Like just because that'd be just 3, right? Because x to the power of 0 would make that just 1. I'm actually just going to rewrite this again as 3 times 1 over x. Okay? And the antiderivative of 1 over x, we actually know that. That's the natural log of x. Because the derivative of the natural log of x is 1 over x, right? So they're just opposites of each other. So this is going to be 3 times the natural log of x. All right, and then plus c. Okay, I'll just go back through and then just clean this up and we should be done. Okay, so this became negative. I'll write this down on the bottom now too instead of going through again. So we've got negative 1 over x squared. So just without the negative exponent, this becomes plus 6 over x plus 3 times the natural log of x plus c. All right, so on this one, before we get going, I'm just going to write out our common antiderivatives. If we have e to the power of kx, then that's equal to e to the power of kx, but then divided by, or multiplied by 1 over k, right? Just multiply by the coefficient would just be the inverse of the k value. Okay, so we're going to use that in this now. So the antiderivative would be, so our k value here is like negative 1. So like 1 over negative 1, this would just become, so it's like we've got negative 3 over negative 1 e to the power of negative x plus, and then this would be 3 e to the 2x, and then 1 over 2. So this would be 3 over 2. Okay, so this just becomes 3 e to the negative x plus 3 e to the 2x over 2. And then I forgot to write plus c. Should have done that up here too.